Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video. Today is day 7 of my 12 days of Christmas, so get excited. We're already 7 projects through, so we have, what is that? I can't do math. 5 more to go? Yeah, we have 5 more to go after this. If you haven't been paying attention or keeping up with the previous 6 videos, make sure you go and do that. And make sure that you check out especially days 1, 2, and 6. Because those all had giveaways. I think by the time this one goes up, because I'm filming this a couple days early, day 1 may be over, but days 2 and 6 definitely are not. So if you're interested, go to littlemooncreation.com and check out my blog there and the coordinating videos, and that'll give you all of the information to enter the giveaway and all of that good stuff. So on top of that, with today being day number 7, not that number 7 has any significance in this, but I'm also doing another giveaway. Woohoo! Yeah, woo! Sorry, I have a lot of energy right now. Mainly because I think it's due to the fact that my desk is a complete disaster, and I am getting really pumped about filming and not cleaning my desk. So anyway, today I'm going to be giving away the Winter Knit 3D embossing folder. If you've not seen this being used, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's such a nice embossing folder. I've only used this a couple of times. This is a brand new one that hasn't been opened. I have another one in my bin over there, but I've used this a couple times. I don't think I've used it in a video yet, not that I can remember, but it is just really, really nice to give that little bit of extra texture and just bring something a little bit extra to your card, especially because it's one of the 3D embossing folders. You get a very, very, very embossed image, and it just looks absolutely amazing. So if you're interested in getting this absolutely free and winning it through my giveaway, link is down below in the description box. It's the first link. It'll take you to the coordinating blog post, which will give you all of the information there. Like I said, just as a reminder, day 1, I'm giving away the So Many Stars stamp set. Day 2, I'm giving away the trio of tags die. And then yesterday's video, day 6, I'm giving away, that one has 2 winners. I'm giving away 2 of my paper shares, which is like a ton of paper. I don't have them on my desk anymore because I packaged them up. But such amazing prizes. So if you're interested, make sure you click that link below and go and enter all of the giveaways, and especially for today if you're interested in this one. So with that being said, let's get into today's project. So a really simple card. I love these colors together for winter. You know, you normally see for like Christmas, you have your reds and your greens and those kinds of colors. And then for winter, you have those blues and silvers that I think we tend to see a lot. And this kind of brings the two together, and I think it looks phenomenal. So to get into what you need to make this card, we're going to be using the Colorful Seasons stamp set. This is a stamp set. I'm like looking over at where my stamps are, which is like directly on the other side of my desk. And I have 5 total stamp sets that have this old design on them, meaning that I've had them for quite a while at least. So this is one that I've had forever, and that's kind of like an oldie but a goodie. It's really pretty. It's very versatile. It's all about, I mean, it's called Colorful Seasons. It's all about, just like I said, the different seasons. So you can use it for winter, Christmas time, spring, summer, fall. There's just so many different things you can do with it. And there's a coordinating die set if you're interested in that. I'm not going to be using the dies today, but this one does have coordinating dies that go along with it. I think you can cut out some of the leaves and the snowflakes and the branch and flowers, if I remember correctly. So just all around a really great one to have on hand. Like I said, I've clearly had this one for a while. This I've had since I was a demonstrator previously. It's just continued through the various catalogs. So I really like this one. It's a good one to have. On top of that, we're going to be using our Stitch Shapes dies. We're going to be using the largest oval out of this. And then for ink, we have Real Red and Versamark. I also have this really cute washi tape. This is part of the Let It Snow embellishment kit. So if you saw my snowman project where we had like the little snowman and he had the hat and the little arms and stuff, those accessories came out of that embellishment kit. This is also included in that, and it's really pretty. It's nice and thin, but it's sparkly and it's pretty and it's cute, so we're going to use that for today. And then for our paper, so we have 3 pieces of paper here. The first is just Whisper White. You just need a scrap large enough to cut out the largest oval from the stitch dies. And then we have 2 pieces of colored cardstock. This is Pool Party, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then this is our card base today, which is Real Red, and this is cut at 11 by 4 1/4, and it is scored at 5 1/2. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to get started, I want to go ahead and do all of my stamping. So I'm going to start with my blue piece here, and I'm going to use my Versamark ink. Now, most of the time when I use Versamark, and I feel like most people that I see using it, use it to do heat embossing, and it absolutely works for that because it's a sticky ink. It works perfectly for that. It's the only ink that I've ever used to do heat embossing, and it's the only ink that I'll probably ever use if I'm just being honest. So it works really, really well for that. What you can also do with it, and it says right on the container, it's the watermark stamp pad. You can just stamp with it on colored cardstock and it'll give you the look that you stamped in a different color on this cardstock. And the nice thing about it is because it's really just a clear ink that makes the paper look a little bit darker. So if you look at my example here, it's the exact same tone, it's the exact same everything, so it's a really easy way to do like tone-on-tone stamping without having to get a bunch of different ink pads. You could probably get the same look by stamping with Pool Party on Pool Party. It might be a little bit lighter than what we're doing, but that's kind of the effect that you're going to get. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different than I normally do with Versamark. I normally don't use it just to stamp. Like I said, I normally use it for heat embossing, which, like, you know, I think most people use it for heat embossing. And like I said, it's the only ink I've ever used and probably will ever use for heat embossing, at least for the foreseeable future. So it's absolutely 110% worth it for that. This is just another way that you can use the ink. So I'm just taking the 2 snowflake images that are in the stamp set, and I'm just kind of randomly stamping them all over the place. You know, you want to make sure you do a few that are like off the edge to give it a little bit of texture and a little bit of dimension. But this is kind of that fun stamping. This is something that I absolutely love. If you've watched me or followed my projects and my videos for a while, you know that I love to create my own background stamps. It's just one of those things that I really, really enjoy. You can see I'm stamping right on my table. I probably shouldn't, but I am. But anyway, it's just one of those things that I really, really enjoy because you can kind of create like your own designer series paper with whatever you want. And it's just one of those fun things. I also feel like it's just kind of laid back and easy. Like there's not much pressure. You just kind of have at it. And for the most part, it usually turns out looking really, really cool because you just kind of roll with it and see what you get. And I absolutely love it. So I'm just going at it a few different times here, filling up my paper. You know, I don't really have a rhyme or a reason of how I'm doing it. I'm just trying to mix up and get some small snowflakes and some large snowflakes in there and really just have a good variety. So other than that, no, I'm not really doing much. Okay, sorry, someone called and I had to answer really fast. So I've finished inking the back, or not the back, my Pool Party piece. That's what we're going to use our Versamark for today. I'm going to scoot those 2 stamps to the side. This ink does stay sticky for a little while. If you can kind of see, I have a few spots that are still a little shiny, which means it needs a little bit longer to dry. I'm just going to set this off to the side while we deal with the rest of our card. So I'm now going to take my piece of Whisper White and my large sentiment here, and the sentiment says, may all your tomorrows be as happy as today, which I think is really, really sweet. So I'm going to take my Real Red ink and I'm just going to ink this bad boy up just like that. I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of my Whisper White. Just like that. Put my stamp over there. Close my ink pad before I stick my finger in it because I've told y'all that happens all the time. And now I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. Let me find my other cutting plate. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, my office is a complete disaster and it's driving me insane, but I gotta film and create projects and film them for y'all. So the mess is just going to have to wait a little bit. So I'm just going to center my largest oval from the stitch shapes, crank this through, pull it out here. Okay, hopefully that's the last distraction for this video. For the rest of this video, I should say. So I cut out my little sentiment with my oval die, and now all I'm going to do is put this off to the side. I'm going to bring back in my piece of Pool Party and my washi tape. So I have this where the shorter side is going up and down and the longer side is going left and right. Landscape, right? Yeah, pretty sure that's the technical term. So I'm just going to take the washi tape and I'm going to just very loosely measure out 2 pieces like so and cut them. And the only reason I do this, I just find it a little bit easier. I'm gonna take this, my first piece. Ooh, it has a hair on it. Oh shoot, where did it go? I must have gotten it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my first piece and I'm basically gonna put it in the middle. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna be too crazy about it. I just want it somewhat in the middle and somewhat straight. So that looks good enough for me. And then I'm just going to take my second piece and I am going to butt it up right next to the first one. And it's actually kind of nice. You can just move your finger and kind of push it down and it'll line up right next to the first one really, really nicely. And then I'm just going to flip this over and push down the little tails just like so. And there we have that. So the next piece I'm going to do is bring in my real red, flip this over, and I'm just going to put washi. I'm going to put some snail on the back of it and just center this on my card base. Just like so. And then we're going to bring in our sentiment. I'm going to flip it over and grab some dimensionals and just put some of these bad boys right on the back. Do, 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 do. And stick our little sentiment down right in the middle, just like so. Fold this over, grab my bone folder to get a nice good crease. And there we go. That's it. So that's our project for today. Don't forget, if you're interested in winning this embossing folder, make sure you visit the coordinating blog post, which is always the first link in the description box below. You can get any of these products 24/7 just by going to littlемooncreation.stampinup.net or just to littlемooncreation.com, which will take you everywhere you need to go, including my blog and Stampin' Up and all of that good stuff. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow for day 8 of my 12 days of Christmas. And yeah, I don't know what else I was going to say. So I will see you guys then. Bye.